Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the previous video, we walked around the monastery, talked to some people, and now we're just gonna do this. Gonna do some instructions and such, and yeah. Sure. Alright, let's instruct some people. Okay. Let's instruct Alois. Back.
Still got it.
Still got it.
I'll make good use of this power.
Good.
Oh, you're just flattering me.
So yeah, I did a lot, and I mean a lot of some side battles. So I have a shit ton of supports that we're gonna have to get through. And that's basically what this whole video and probably the next video will be about, is just support.
I think I'm starting to get it.
No, I find it funny. He wanted us to get heavy armor for us to recruit him, and yet he has shit heavy armor.
You really think that was pretty?
So, who else? Let's do Felix.
Quite intriguing.
I want you to get all this because I want you to become a mortal servant like me.
A new power that I could use. This could be useful. Maybe.
Okay. Ferdinand. I will be honest, trying to fucking get Ferdinand to be fucking, like, to be my friend, like, to get my support with him up took fucking forever. I was like, oh my god, I want to murder him.
I'm beginning to understand. I appreciate another gain from.
I was like, him and Caspar took fucking forever. I'm like, you son of a bitch, you assholes. Your fists are fine. You're only focusing on fists. What the fuck, dude?
Nailed it! I'll get it next time, too.
And, well, you weren't lying. You got it this time, too. Oh, last one. Bernie. Why not? She's gonna get that anyway.
I'd never have learned this back. Thanks for the help. Thanks for.
There we are. It's also hard to pick that sometimes. It's like, what do you pick?
Professor.
No, I want you to become a moral savant like me. Wow, that went by slow. Alright, Linhart, what's up, boy?
Ah, yes. Professor, What brings you out so late?
I heard a strange voice. I could ask you the same.
I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught.
Why is that?
Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction.
You know what? You might be right.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace, sleep or war.
It's not stupid.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment.
I like Lynn Hart.
Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces
Aw.
like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
Aw, that was a nice one. Yay! Now at A. Which means we can marry him if we wanted to.
We can handle it.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to roll.
We did well enough.
Nice. For two people that aren't really good at horses, they got this perfect, which is great. Ah, Caspar almost had it.
Seems simple enough.
I'm glad I'm getting better. I'm a quick study.
Growth sustains me.
I must always improve. Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
I always was a quick study.
We should probably have these people learn other stuff now. Probably change some of their goals a bit. Oh no, I think getting them to the A is probably the best thing I can get for them.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Yep. Should also see how much renown is there. Also, there's a shit ton of these that we can do because holy fuck, I need to get my shit. My faith and reasoning are still not that great. No, fuck. Should I try to get one of these? Maybe a Falcon Knight? Falcon Knight's not terribly bad. What was the other one? A Holy Knight. Just need my riding up. Let's go for the Falcon Knight. Yay, got it.
I've set my sights higher.
Yeah, might as well. Oh my gosh, she looks hot in that. Fortress Knight? Warrior. Let's do Fortress Knight. Yay! Bum, 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 bum.
As expected.
Nah, keep her in her current class. I need Hubert to know riding. So I want him to be a Dark Knight. He just basically needs to know riding and lance. So he can learn both of those as a cavalryman, but he has shit for both, I guess. You're not great at any of those. I think I am good with Linhardt being as he is. What's that? War Master. Ooh, very close. You just need to be a better with an axe, and I'll definitely have you be a War Master. But like I said, better with an axe, so... that's too low. I was thinking about having him be that, but that was way too low. Be a Myrmidon, I suppose.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, nailed it. No, I won't have him equip it yet. Bernie! Let's just get better with riding, and I'll have you be a bow knight. See if she can get good at this. I don't... Was her sniper all the way up or not? I honestly can't remember.
I passed.
Yeah, I'll have her change. Okay, well, she wasn't maxed out with that yet. But that's fine. Dorothea, Dorothea, Dorothea. Sorry. Unfortunately, there's nothing in here that's like just great with magic besides you. All right, I need you to get better with faith. So yeah, sure, become a monk. I need you to get better with faith because I'd like to have you as a Grim Rah.
I passed thanks to you.
Yeah, sure. I honestly don't remember what class she was on beforehand. Oh, right, she was on that class. She was on Warlock, which was working with her faith, so I'll probably change her back to that class once we're done. Petra! Sniper? Oh, I don't have that many advanced seals left. When it's ones that I know for sure that I can get, I might as well just skip them. Not yet. Probably could have had her. Felix! How high? Ooh, that is not high enough. But what are those other, what are these that you can do? Swordmaster. Or an assassin. I'll probably have you be as a swordmaster, but let me buy some advanced seals. Yeah, sure, 60. I feel like a sword master. We won't help you become a mortal servant, but yeah, sword master's a good class. I think you're our first one that has that, so
Easy.
yeah, I have it. I think you're maxed out with all your other classes that I had you as. Yeah, pretty much. Ash! Sniper, my boy.
Oh, what a relief.
Yep. Sylvain. Suppose Paladin's not a bad one. Yeah, Paladin. I don't know what your ultimate goal will be.
Huh, okay.
Mercedes. Can you become that, or are you too low? Let's get you a little more higher first before we do anything with that. Not your fine. Ingrid. Okay, yeah. Become a Falcon Knight like me.
I must continue to work hard.
Yeah, might as well. Lorenz. How are you becoming the Dark Knight? Or is that Paladin? That's a Paladin. Ah, you're right. It needs to be better. I need a Dark Seal. Damn it. How have you become a Dark Bishop? I think I'll keep you as this for now. What's that one? Oh, grappler. That's a little too high for you still. But what's that one down there? Is that a War Master? Yeah. Armor Knight. Let's get you becoming Armor Knight. Your chin just... Oh my god, what's the freaking thing?
Yeah!
Clipping. Like, not, you still have a lot of classes that you can't do yet, but what are ones down here that... Sword Master's too low. Sniper... That's fine, but I think I still don't want you to... Well, you know what? I mean, since he can become it, might as well just have him become a mercenary. But don't change his class. Scythia... Still need to work on your reasoning, so I'll wait on that for a bit. Marianne. I think you're fine. Leonie. How far are you from that bow knight? Well, you need bow and more riding. So it's kind of a 50-50, which it is. I think you need more. You need brawl, but fuck it, let's get you become this. I think you'll make it. Come on now, Luis. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, you become a war machine. All right, Shamir. I want you to get some riding because you'd be a great bow knight. So you need to know riding. I'll probably need to change that goal for you then. Alright, well that's good for now. Let's do some exploring because there's a shit ton of supports. Eldegard! Why, yes.
Yes?
Hey, babe.
Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties. Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky?
That sounds like Hubert.
Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty.
Which one is it? Sometimes I'm jealous of you too, or you have many talents that I like. You know what? I'm jealous of you too.
Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I
Fuck it,
suppose a
she'd
flower
say
from
that
another's
same for
field
both.
is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached. So to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief.
Not detached. Same with you.
I can't deny it. Ever since I underwent those procedures, I've certainly distanced myself from the ordinary world.
Seems we are fated to be friends.
Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate.
Yeah.
Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little. Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me.
Yes. No, don't ask why. Is that just be like, okay, Al? You don't ask why. Just
Well,
say.
you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
Aw, I fucking love Eldegard. Alright. Should I go around and do all my supports first, or should I do other people's supports? Let's go do my bonds.
Oh.
Hello.
There must be some good combination that will yield it like 3 like I had it prior, so. Shamir! Okay, girl.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Ugh, never mind. I know what you'd say.
What you doing?
I was just thinking about someone I used to know. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you. I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
I'm sorry.
Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
God damn it, just... I feel like this is the exact same one she has with the male one, but it's probably a little more flirtatious, I guess. But god damn it, like I said, Shamir kind of just, like, she seems, not that it's not a bad thing that she's not, but she just seems that, like, okay, she seems like she would go both ways. And it's not a big deal that she's not, I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up. I left Dagda, crossed through Bridget, and came all the way to Fodlan on my own. I think I'll be just fine navigating this world, wherever I decide to go.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you fucking will, Shamir. You're a fucking champ, that's why.
Hey there. Professor?
Ferdinand, okay.
What an interesting way of looking at life.
So,
Ah, it is you. Just at the right time.
you're working late. The right time.
There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you.
Okay.
I'm starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the lost
Okay.
crest, you wield the sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much.
That's high praise.
I am not exaggerating. Everything I said is true. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors. One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader.
To think someone could be so virtuous.
It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until
Well,
recently.
that's definitely the one
But when I
answer
watch
that
how
you
you
would have said if I
conduct
picked that
yourself,
other one.
I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never be greater than Edelgard. She will always surpass me. I am what I am. Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
Oh, marks will remain, Ferdinand. Who can forget Ferdinand von Eyre? I am Ferdinand von Eyre. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Ferdinand's nice. I like him.
Hey,
Who do we meet here? It's
Professor.
Lorenz. Okay.
Professor, have you been looking for me again?
Not necessarily.
I am very busy, you know. I must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum.
I've been getting more complaints.
What did I tell you about falling victim to such salacious and slanderous rumors? As I've told you, there is obviously a conspiracy against me. There is no manner in which I could possibly be considered bothersome.
Girls actually do seem bothered.
Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot goes deeper than I thought.
There is no conspiracy this real. You need to control yourself. This could be a serious issue.
All right, let's not get carried away. Please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest. I am attempting to fulfill my duty as heir of House Gloucester. It is my responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife. It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree.
So, commoners are excluded?
Typically, yes, even if others are sometimes critical of that notion. For the nobility, marriage is not merely a union of individuals, it is also a union of families. It would not benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity for all of Fodlan. So as you can see, the fate of the whole world rests upon my shoulders.
That's quite an obligation.
If it is a burden, it is one I am all too familiar with. We nobles are born to this duty. That being said, to avoid misunderstandings, I shall restrain myself until things calm down. I would rather not cause trouble for you after all.
Okay. That was a nice one. It's B. Yeah, hold on. God damn it, I keep doing that. I think Hubert and... yeah, Ignatz were the only ones that were B. So now I just need to get them back, so then it'll be A. Oh, and Hanuman and Alois. But then everyone will be at A's. And then I can see if I can marry any of them. So there's that. My guess? Oh, Caspar. Perfect. I'm actually interested to see how this ends.
Do you have a minute, Professor? I gotta talk to you. I've been thinking a lot about those brigands with the scorpion tattoos. And I realized something. I mean, I'll feel better if I get this off my chest, right?
Let's hear it.
Okay, listen. I think I can't deny who I am. I know you were right 5 years ago when you told me not to chase after that suspicious guy. But I still can't get over the possibility that he might have hurt those kids. I would have regretted not stopping him for the rest of my life. There's no way I could forgive myself. It sounds awful to say, but the safety of those kids is more important to me than the knights we lost. I'm sorry, Professor, but I can't promise that I won't disobey your orders in the future.
That's okay. That's okay.
I know. It's too big a risk to keep me around. I won't cause a fuss. I'll just pack my bags and... Wait, what?
I think you misunderstood.
I guess so. You're really okay with me sticking around? Even if I might not always follow orders? People could get hurt if you let me keep doing things my way.
We'll make it work.
Just like that? I almost can't believe it. I really struggled to come to this decision, you know? I want to stand by your side, but I won't stop standing up for what I believe in. I know I might cause trouble for everyone, but I just, you know, I give up. I've got nothing else to say. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
It's okay, I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for accepting me for who I am. I'm glad I get to keep fighting by your side.
was a good one. These are all pretty good. Alright.
Okay.
My guess is this one's Mercedes. This one's Mercedes up here. If not, then it's the one at the church. Ah, it's Ignatz. Okay.
All right, time to sneak off and do some painting. Professor, such lovely weather today, huh? I was, just about to go for a walk.
Huh? Why are you bringing paper?
What, this? No, it's, I'm sorry, Professor. I'll admit it. I was going to do some painting.
Nice.
You remember the place where we talked before? I've been painting the scenery there. I'm still keeping up with my academics and training, of course. I just paint in my spare time, as a change of pace.
You don't have to hide it.
Oh, I don't? Well, yes. Maybe you're right. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm sorry for panicking there. Honestly, I'm just worried that my father will find out that I've been painting.
I'm not gonna tell him.
Of course. Why would you go out of your way to tell him that? Completely illogical of me. But it seems I've developed a bit of a complex about it. My father's not a fan of my artistic pastime, you see. We're a merchant family, and my older brother is set to inherit the business. As for me, my father decided I should be a knight. That's why I'm at the academy. Painting won't help me become a knight. It's a waste of time.
No, it's not. Is that why you feel guilty about it?
Well, yes. I feel like I'm betraying my parents. I hear the business has been slow for them over the past few years. If I become a knight for an influential noble house, I could use my connections to help support them. My father was determined to send me here. He must have been, considering the enormous amount of money he spent. I don't think I'm well suited to being a knight. My parents sent me to the academy for their sake, not my own. When I think about how hard my family is working just to stay in business, how can I sit idly by?
I feel like this one
All of
was
which is
supposed
just
to
to
be
say
during
that
school, but it
painting will
works
have to remain
like
my
this
little
too,
hobby.
I guess.
Nothing more. Not that I could make a career out of it even if I wanted to. That's just a fantasy.
No, you can! You can! Don't let your dreams be dreams! Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it! More of them probably popped up now that I fast traveled. Yep. At least 2, so.
Professor.
Oh, Ash, not Ignatz. We just got done talking to Ignatz.
Hey, Professor.
You're chipper as ever.
Actually, I ran into that thief while I was shopping just now.
Thief?
Maybe you don't remember. It's been quite a while. The man who stole the book from that market stall. I saw him on the street with his kid. They were both so grateful. It's a really nice feeling.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, but it did seem like they were still having trouble getting by. I guess what you said to me back then was right. My actions didn't really solve the problem. I can't help everyone no matter how much I try. If I had the money or power, maybe, but I don't.
You'll get there. No need to rush.
You know, a long time ago, Leonardo said nearly the same thing to me. I think it was when I tried to look after the horses all on my own. I really messed that up. He said, "You're not quite ready for this yet, but there's no need to rush." I know I can't help very many people right now, but I think doing what I can for those I see in front of me is still worthwhile. I have to believe that, at least.
That's just like you, Ash.
Thanks. That's reassuring to hear. What about you, Professor? Has anything been troubling you lately? I'd be happy to help. As long as it's not looking after horses, you might not want to trust me with that.
Nothing has been bothering me, no.
Hey, don't be that way. There's gotta be something. It doesn't have to be serious. I genuinely enjoy helping people. It's a great feeling making someone smile. So if there's anything I can do for you, I want to do it because I care about you.
That's really kind.
You think so? It's just what anyone would do, really.
Ah, he's
So
blushing!
what'll it be? How can I help?
Want to help me cook?
Of course. I'd be glad to cook with you.
Oh my god. Ash is adorable! Oh my god. Oh my god, I love him so fucking much. Alright. Who's all left?
Right.
Mercedes. I don't... No, I haven't gotten Hanuman yet.
Professor.
Oh, Felix. Yeah, Felix.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
You crushed me, dude.
Oh, please. I scraped by. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Why?
It's like training with my brother. He always won. Always. And died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what
Just
drove me to
surpass
become so
you.
strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
Not an answer to my question.
Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother. Not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
Who?
You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen.
I'm laughing at the motions my character did when I asked who, and she's just like kind of crossed her arms and backs away a little bit, like who, and she looks away. It's like,
It was a close
who the hell are you
match,
talking
not
about?
A crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
And then?
And then, when this war is over, I won't have as many chances to swing my sword. I can hardly imagine that. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Because I have Mercedes, but who else? I don't... Not Hanima. I don't think I have any of the teachers. I think I'm good with all the Black Eagles. Sylvain! God damn it.
Ugh, that hurts.
What up?
Ah, Professor. Thanks for stopping by.
How's your injury?
It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something.
Didn't you want to kill me? Are you happy you protected me?
When I thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking. It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you. But come on, I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours.
Yeah, I honestly don't give a shit that I have the Crest of Flames. I mean, it's helpful, but like, yeah, whatever. You didn't have the courage?
No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. Right now it actually belongs to Fargus, but I can't say we're on good terms with the people there. Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually,
I should give you
Lance
this
of Ruin
Lance of
has been
Ruin.
doing most of the protecting.
I remember 5 years ago.
Those were dangerous times. One wrong
I
step,
should give you the
and we
lance.
would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me. If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much.
But we have the
Since
Lance
I
of
bear a
Ruin now.
crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting. My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside. You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too.
That's horrible.
Even as a little kid, I understood why he was like that. My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead. And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest.
You're wrong!
Yeah, it's late to admit it, but I get you. It would be best just to tell them to heap their empty praise elsewhere. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that. And I want to say thank you, Professor. Seriously, thank you.
For what?
Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
Me too. Oh, see, I knew Sylvain would come around. That's great. Alright, the last one is Mercedes. The last girl that I can wed. I guess I could technically marry Rhea too. I kind of forgot about her, but yeah, that ain't happening. For two reasons. One, I missed the chance to upgrade him to the second rank, so I have to do that on a new game. Yes. I'm interested to see how this goes.
Professor? I need to speak with you.
Oh, her voice sounds
Thank you
different.
so much. This is what I wanted to address.
What's that?
This letter from my adoptive father just arrived.
You had an adoptive father? Adoptive father?
Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy.
I don't think so.
He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest.
I don't understand.
My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me.
Should I kill him?
He's in the capital. This
We're gonna
letter
kill him.
says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war?
My thoughts exactly.
I don't know what to do about this proposal.
Ignore it. Will you accept it?
I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to
Nah, you
let
don't
go
have
of
to.
the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no.
What does your heart want? You, Professor.
I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream.
Most likely. Why can't you decline?
It's just... I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me.
He ain't above you,
I
girl.
convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality.
Oh,
I
there goes
believed it was
gravity?
her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the officers' academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me.
Severing your ties?
Ah, I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
Why reply at all?
If I don't, he'll go ahead with the arrangement. I suppose I must aim toward cutting him out of my life completely.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
fuck him.
I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else.
Oh, who might that be? Oh my god.
Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious?
Yes! Excuse me?
I'm just teasing.
No, you are not. You are
Enough to read
not.
this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
You are not teasing, young lady. I know you. The book does not lie here. The book does not lie. It says, where are you? It says that we can S rank, girl. And you know what that means? That means we gonna have holy matrimony. That was a good one. I like her. I like her a lot. All right, Hanuman, Alois, Ignaz, and Raphael and Lorenz. Those are the only ones that are not at A ranks with me. Alrighty. Alright, let's see all of Edelgard's, and then I'll decide if I'll see
the smell, the texture, the smooth finish.
more or not.
This region's tea is the finest in the world.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good mood.
What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel. In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man
As
of
a
honor.
noble!
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Yes, one day I will surpass your abilities, and I will defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you are of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth,
Go
nobles
ahead.
must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals, and they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
So you're saying that the kind of world I'm striving to create is wrong?
I would not go so far as to say your way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all, and then select the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas that are contrary to my own.
Yes, exactly! Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty. Please, accept me as your husband."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now.
Halt, Ferdinand. I do not want to marry. Man, it seems like all the A ranks between everyone else is kind of like a whole, like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We can marry each other.
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, explain.
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard.
That makes sense.
Yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother. Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all. People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear me out.
Don't be a
I've
dick.
realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you've found a way to live the life you want to live. Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender. I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
Surrender.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to.
Yeah, you
I
do.
wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
you have.
what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Is that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I
Right.
feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
I don't doubt it. The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
Wow, that's deep. That's the only one where the guy didn't ask to marry her. I burn.
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or
You can get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them.
Fucking love
But getting the
Bernadetta.
chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too. You made quite a few friends at the academy, didn't you? I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
Hells yeah,
You're
girl.
right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery.
Hell, not as
I
much.
won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
Birdie.
That mind of yours. No, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for. 5 years worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once. Ah!
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look. This flower's just about ready to bloom.
Look at this big one right
So
here.
it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
The true colors. Oh my god, Edelgard is so fucking sweet, and same with Bernadetta. Oh my god. Alright, Lysithia, this is gonna be a. This is. Ooh.
How are you
I'm excited
today,
for this one.
Lysithia?
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Quite well, thank you.
I overheard something recently. Something pertaining to you and your vision for the future. Is it really true that you intend to create a world in which crests no longer exist?
It's true. My aim is to dismantle the current system of aristocracy. The only reason nobles enjoy the status they do is because their bloodlines carry crests. If crests lose their value, so will titles of nobility.
I really agree with your thinking. My parents have suffered throughout their lives due to their nobility. Due to my own crests, I've never been able to live a normal life. I'm sick of nobility and crests, of all of it. It sounds as if it's truly your mission to change things. I'll pledge my life to your cause, however short it may be.
Lysithia.
Has your hair always been that color, by the way?
Huh?
I ask because mine wasn't always this color. I lost all pigment after receiving my 2 crests. Edelgard, I want a world where people like you and I are no longer victimized. I want you to bring that world into being. If it's within me to help that come to pass, then I'll do whatever it
I
takes.
knew it. She was gonna bring up the hair.
Understood. I promise to do all I can to see this goal to fruition. And I want you to promise something in return. That you will never stop fighting for your life. Whatever terrible fate awaits us, we can fight it and prevail. I need you to trust me on that. Do you promise?
I promise. I will try my best to believe that.
Good girl. Now,
Good girl.
would you care for a sweet cake?
Please do not call me that. But, yes. Yes, I would.
Oh my god, Lysithia's adorable. Everyone's adorable and everyone's horny. That's all you. That's what you get from these things. Everyone gets
Professor
horny.
Manuela, may I come in? Ugh, this room. What happened here?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary. Why? Is something the matter?
No, I just... can I help you tidy up? Actually, I have to know. How did you make such a mess in the first place?
Please don't ask for the details. Suffice to say, my room always looks like this after I've been dumped.
Oh, right. Well, let's see what we can do about it.
Your help was unexpected, but appreciated, Edelgard. Now, what can I do for you?
I thought I heard her say
I heard
helpless.
that you haven't been acting like yourself, so I came to see if you're doing all right. But the moment I saw you, I could tell you were troubled, so it seemed pointless to ask.
I suppose it was rather obvious, wasn't it? Perhaps I should stop being quite so dramatic. All the same, dear, I'd like to repay you for helping me out. Name your prize.
I don't need a reward, but if you wouldn't mind answering my question, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Of course. What is it?
I once asked you why you chose to retire. You said that the goddess supports you emotionally, but it's up to you to take care of the rest. I have to admit that I don't quite understand what you meant by that. Can you please explain?
Did I say that? I suppose so. From joining the Middle Franc Opera Company to becoming a diva of the grand stage. I went through so much to achieve what I did. Looking back, I don't know how I made it.
What happened during that time?
A lot.
Shit
My
ton.
divinely gifted voice only got me to the edge of the stage. From there, I had to work hard to defeat my rivals. I did all of this by myself, through sheer force of will. All so I could stand center stage.
Ah, I see I was wrong about something. I thought that being a devout believer implied a certain weakness of spirit, an inability to survive on your own. But you've proven me wrong, Professor Manuela.
Yay. That was a good one. Shoot. How many does Hubert have? Hubert just has the one with Shamir? Fine. That's fine.
That's the last of them. Another threat to Her Majesty? Who's there?
It's me. You owe me for that one.
Shamir, what are you doing here?
Same thing you are, but I'm after a particular target. The dark side of the Knights of Seiros is proving troublesome. I should have known, having been one.
I was negligent. I had thought we'd sufficiently thinned the numbers of these scum. Seems I was mistaken. In any case, you have my thanks.
Save it. Just doing my job.
Even so, killing your former allies. Do you feel no remorse whatsoever?
You wouldn't, so I ask.
You are not me. Answer the question.
What's it matter? I owed a debt to Rhea. I served in the Knights of Seiros to repay her. I repaid that debt, now I'm here. I'm sure it was considered dishonorable of me to leave, but that's none of my concern. I have no connection to the Seiros faith, nor to the ways of Fodlan.
That's right. You're from Dagda. Well, consider me glad you're on the right side. At least for the time being.
You worry too much. Watch out, or it'll be the death of you.
Another interesting one. Alright, Ferdinand, how many do you have? 3. Yeah, sure. We'll do these 3 and then I'll probably end this video. We'll go to the next one.
Even with the fires of war raging all around us, tea never fails to soothe the soul. Do you not agree, Bernadetta?
I hadn't actually thought about it, but yes.
Excellent. Oh, that reminds me.
What's that?
A long time ago, my parents were in talks to arrange my marriage with a certain young lady.
Really?
She never set foot outside of her room. and she made little dolls to curse her perceived enemies. Such were the rumors. Frightened, I dissuaded my parents from going through with their plans.
I can see that. She does sound pretty frightening. I relate to the staying in the room part, though.
That girl was you, Bernadetta.
Yeah.
A daughter of House Varley.
What? I don't make dolls to curse people.
You are a skilled embroiderer, no? I guess I was wrong. You are not making dolls.
I did make dolls, but cute ones. Nice little carnivorous plants and things.
What?
Maybe I should not have brought this up.
Why not? Carnivorous plants are adorable.
They are.
Yes, adorable. Anyway, if I had actually known you, I would have accepted the proposal.
Why? Did you have some scheme in mind?
Oh,
no,
Bernie.
I just mean, now that I have gotten to know you, I would have been happy to...
So, you're saying you'd... with me?
Oh!
It's getting kinda hot in here, isn't it? Maybe,
Oh my God!
maybe it's the tea.
Why are you getting so worked up? That was all a long time ago now.
A long time ago.
Yes. Now we are soldiers fighting together in the same great conflict, right? And my parents are gone. So any agreements they might have cooked up would be completely invalid.
I guess so.
Just think, if we had been married, we would not have been able to build such a deep friendship.
That's true. Yeah, we never would have gotten this close. I would have given up on the relationship my parents chose for me and shut myself away even more.
So all in all, I am glad I refused to marry that doll-cursing princess.
Hey! I said I never made cursed dolls!
Sorry. I am just glad to have met you at the monastery. I had better take my leave. We should have tea together again sometime soon.
Yeah.
God damn it.
See you.
That was adorable.
Glad we met here too.
That was goddamn fucking adorable. Fuck. Alright, how are you with Mercedes? It's odd because I'm assuming all the C ones should have started when they were in school.
Hello, Ferdinand.
And I'll explain that to you
pray?
probably after this one.
I quite like the atmosphere in the cathedral. It is holy and solemn. Perfectly suited to a noble, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You guess so? I think the matter is rather clear-cut. It is incumbent upon nobles that we pray regularly to the goddess. Even Edelgard, who opposes the church's methods, does not deny us the right to pray to the goddess. The piety of the nobles is a model for commoners. It teaches them the value of devotion.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't agree more.
These days, many nobles scarcely, if ever, pray. Look around. You and I are alone in this cathedral. It is really quite a shame.
Ah, well, I don't really know that I count as a noble anyway.
I am afraid the nobility seems to be losing its way. When you pray, you're usually alone, right?
Yes, you're right. I usually am.
Precisely. Where are the others? Of course you cannot force people to worship. That is out of the question. Nobles must determine for themselves what they will believe and how they will pray. A religion foisted on you without your say is not much of a religion at all. Do you not agree?
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
On the other hand, we cannot stand idly by while...
It was great talking to you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna head off to bed. Good night.
All in all, one has to conclude. Mercedes, where did she go? I must have inspired her to go out and revive the faith. Perhaps I should do the same. I cannot let her show me up.
Ferdinand, you're clueless sometimes. Again, that's I feel like all of these C rank ones have to happen. Although it makes more sense that they happen during school because unfortunately I missed this interaction. I missed the opportunity to deepen this bond between Ash and Marianne. which is unfortunate. But oh well. We have one more for Ferdinand, right? Yeah, the Wrens.
Ah, that fragrance. Could it be?
Which is a very interesting one to pick.
I cannot help but notice the exquisite tea you're drinking.
Not many can appreciate it, let alone recognize it. I'm impressed.
Perhaps you would be so good as to indulge me with a cup?
By all means, allow me to pour.
Ah, what a delightful aroma. When I close my eyes, I feel as though I've wandered into a rose garden.
Such a precise, poetic description. But please, drink up. No need to stand on ceremony.
How gracious of you. Very well. Flavor, fragrance, and hue, all in fine harmony. This is a most superior brew. And in a market saturated by pale imitation, no less. You did well to acquire such fine fare.
You are clearly quite passionate about tea. And more than just passionate. You know what it takes to brew a fine cup. To say nothing of your flawless etiquette and sterling attentiveness.
Certainly. Proper etiquette at tea time is one of the surest hallmarks of quality breeding. And the extent of one's attentiveness is quite often indicative of the depth of one's character. The ability of a person of fine stock to exhibit a rich quality of character is precisely what determines whether one is worthy to be called noble. And all of that can be seen in how one handles such a simple thing as a cup of tea.
Ah, marvelously put, Lawrence. I can tell you have given much thought to this subject. And if I may, I have always considered you to be the very model of noble comportment.
Oh, likewise, this has certainly been an extraordinarily meaningful cup of tea.
I wholeheartedly concur. Before we part ways, I would like to offer you some of these leaves.
Truly? Well, I'm flattered, but I cannot simply accept them without offering something in exchange. You simply must allow me to host you in turn, by way of recompense. We shall drink from House Gloucester's finest teacups and enjoy the loveliest of its cakes.
That sounds exquisite. I look forward to it.
That was a nice one too. I mean, nobles being nobles, so it's the kind of stuff that I expected. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the next part, guys, we shall probably see the rest of these supports and calendar. Where's the freaking calendar? So it's down there. We'll probably make our way to be here as well, so then I can do that. So, man, I forgot I have a lot of shit. I need to do all my stuff too. That's true as well. But anyway, so thank you all so much for watching this video, guys. If you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below like about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know what do you guys what do you guys think of all those supports that I've had that became A ranks? I really did love the one between Edelgard and myself for the A rank, and I love Ferdinand and Bernadetta's A rank one as well. That one was adorable too. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to our main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RBG, Kim Kid Twitter are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you all next time.